Green. And the last one.
Last one is yellow. You want to read your book?
No, I want to play.
I want to play. Piggy, 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 Piggy,
I was going to say. How much time do you get to play Jonah during the day?
In between work, I try to work flexible hours, as flexibly as possible regarding the hours. So I'll be spending a couple of hours a day, every day in the daytime, and then a couple of hours on the evening. So, but other than that, I'm kind of working. So leaving Catherine to look. I've really relished the time, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, maybe work has kind of took a slightly back step, but I think this time with Jonah is just, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get this amount of time with him and to see his development.
Yeah.
Before he goes to nursery.
Yeah.
So
I remember you. It's going to be a big change.
Yeah.
Big change, and because it's our first child. We've not experienced this before, so we don't know what to expect.
He needs to come out of the back cocoon.
Yeah.
Of that family environment.
We need to let him go.
Yeah.
Richard suggested nursery. No, I was the one that said nursery. No, we're going to homeschool him. I'm not letting him go to nursery full time. No, Richard, no. And you know, it took a lot of convincing from friends, family, and things like that for me to actually say, okay, no, Catherine, you have to let go of, you know, your hold on Jonah. He's our first son. But we want him to have that first time experience of going to nursery as well.
Yeah.
And we want to experience the emotions of, you know, seeing him play with other children. And
Absolutely.
yes, I'll be going back to work full time and I'll be dropping and picking Jonah up from nursery. Yeah. But the comfort for me is knowing that on my lunch, if I am worried about Jonah, I can just pop over across the road and check up on you. So I'm really nervous as to what's going to happen and, you know, on the actual day, how are we going to be handing him over? Because we really don't want to be too clingy. You know, I want the experience to be really nice for Jonah and not seeing me in tears and things like that.
Yeah. I think it's just natural. The more time that you spend as a unit, it's quite difficult then for one of us to come away. Jonah started to cry when we're not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, yeah. So, for
both
example,
times, two times we've tried to go out.
Twice. The first time was our anniversary. He was staying with my older sister, and he's used to their face. You know, he smiles with them and he's happy playing with them. So we was quite confident that he'll be okay. We left, went to central London to our restaurant, just managed to be seated, and then we had a phone call from our sister saying he's crying, we don't know what to do, oh my gosh, and then we had to go back. So our anniversary lasted 2 hours maybe.
2 hours, yeah.
From start to end. No, I'm going to struggle. I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to be.
Will be Catherine.
Yeah.
But I'll probably worry more, but I'll kind of stiff up a lip. And
I think you'll be my support.
Yeah.
And it's okay, he's fine.
Yeah. I miss him a lot.
Are you quite a hands-on dad? I mean, do you do a lot of the feeding and all that kind of
stuff
as well?
Yeah, absolutely, love it. It's kind of 50-50 on everything from nappy changing to cleaning the house to everything really. We kind of split chores and looking after Jonah. Completely 50-50. My involvement in the development and time spent with Jonah has been every day. So that attachment is it's so strong. It's very similar to the attachment that Catherine has as well as a mother, because of just every day being with Jonah and changing his nappies and feeding him and playing with him and you know all those experiences. I'm going to effectively have to hand over to the nursery for them to do for 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, which is an awful lot of time. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to kind of gut wrenching. With the passing of your mum, do you feel that it's kind of the focus with Jonah's been more intense? Or?
Yeah, most definitely. Because we don't really have family around us, so I think I've been that much more protective over him as well. I mean, you've noticed it, Rich.
Yeah, Catherine's extremely protective.
I won't let her.
Yeah, very, very protective.
when it comes to...
It's just, I think it's a motherly instinct, but Catherine is very protective anyway.
Yeah, I think it's when it comes to, you know, who's looking after my child, and, you know, Jonah means the world to me. So just experiencing that loss in 2012, I don't want to experience a loss, you know, so with such close proximity, and I just don't want to be in that place. I was really depressed then.
Yeah.
Richard was great for support and things like that, so... I mean, I know for sure I'm going to be the most emotional. I'm going to look for support to Richard, and I'm going to try and control my emotions so that Jonah has a pleasant experience. They grow so fast. As soon as Jonah started crawling and then pulling himself up onto things, me and Richard just looked at him and said, wow, Jonah's not our baby no more, he's our little boy. Honestly, I have not a fear, but I have you know, a slight sadness, thinking, oh, my boy's growing up, you know. I even miss our night feeds now, where, you know, he'll wake up in the night and I'll just bring him down in this chair and hold him and just rock him. And when it's your baby, you can just look into their eyes, look at them for hours. And my worst fear is that I get a call from nursery and they say, oh, Jonah's just learned how to walk. And me and Richard's missed that moment. I really, really want to see it. So we've been trying to encourage him to walk as quickly as possible. Whether it will happen before he goes to nursery, we don't know, but I hope so. Because that's so I've told Richard I want to pick Jonah up at 4 o'clock on the dot from nursery, so we can bring him home and have as much, you know, try and fit as much into that 1 hour, 1.5 hours before he goes to bed. We've agreed I'm going back to work for minimum a year, at least full time, but I don't know how it's going to pan out. I could go back for 2 months and say, I can't do this, Richard. I need to bring Jonah back out of nursery and look after him myself. So it's quite nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking, in fact, to see how things are going to, you know, turn out in the end.